Okay, cool. Ah, fair enough. Fair enough. It could not. That is a definite possibility. There might not have been enough zoning squares there. All right, the rock. The warehouses not count as jobs for the area. That's like uber depressing if that's the case. Glass plant. Alright, no, glass was what was next. My bad. So we'll make one of those puppies. Really? Oh. That is one thing that's a little frustrating with some buildings, that they'll only align to the road in a certain direction. One man warehouse, he also doubles as the truck driver. I know, right? Like, it just seems like those jobs should count towards industry, considering it's something that falls underneath the industry. Although I guess, well, that could be some of those uneducated jobs, because I mean, you don't really have to be a rocket scientist to work in a warehouse. Alright, but I want that glass factory to sit sexy across that street. Sexy, damn it. Now, before we do that, nodes. Really? You did that all in... I didn't think you did that all in one. Okay, now, Mr. Glass Factory, go all in all sexy, please. Can we maybe get you just a little bit lower and not mess up things too much? Okay, it does dip a little bit. I'm going with that. That looks sexy. In fact, screenshot. That does look sexy. Just over the... I don't think they're... I don't have them set to automate, no. I usually leave them as unautomated. It's not too bad. I don't know if I have enough jobs in there yet. No, still short. Which is tough, because I need more... Actually, you know what? I don't like that small one at all. It just looks ugly. Sorry, Paradox. Oh, there you are. So where is it now? What are you occupied by? Ooh, right. That would be the main building. I have to go in the other direction with you. Alright. Gonna have to add... Ooh, that actually... Sexy. What were you saying about that road begs to be terraformed? It's being terraformed itself. I just think that looks kind of cool, too. There's 3 tunnels. Yeah, like... Industries, man. How could you not find this stuff sexy? Why do I really just have to tab out of that? Because... Alright, it's good to know that my traffic's at 91%. How many jobs are you creating? Only 35?
I keep on working, got purpose and worth. Music's my cure and this world is my purse. Get rid of this curse with every verse. Of course I've been hurt, but some have been much worse. Leave me alone, get out of my head. Block out the opinions until I am dead. They all go to sleep, but you listen instead. Listen some more and you'll cease to regret.
Yikes.
I got it on track. You gonna see my name up on a flag. I sail the ship and I'll never come back. I keep this bitch on the line to attack. Never look back. I make a record like Crash. Top of my bracket I smash. Hot like a pack. I'm about to stack it like cash. It's gonna happen so fast. Never changed myself. I've always stayed the same. No doubt. I've always played.
Can we get lucky?
All out, and I am here to stay.
What is this? Oh, no, I don't want to touch. There we go. I want to see how many jobs do you have. 45, and you create 12. So I definitely think I should put a couple more of these in. We got what? 4 of you now. So just the 2 of you. Yeah, I guess we'll go ahead and put 1 here, maybe. What is your Dino Oil? Now that is just an ingenious place to put a gas station. Mm-hmm. You're a historical building, my friend. It's got a Lamborghini Aventador sitting out front. Resides at the Moore residence, and he's unemployed. Well then, where did he get that Lamborghini from, good sir? Just lower which road? This one? Or was that back when I was and I missed it? Drug dealer doesn't count as employment. Sadly, it doesn't. There are no health benefits to that. And then forestry's on the other side. You went to 3, didn't you? Yeah, you're at 3. You're also a little bit easier of an area to grow. Need... Alright, so I'm gonna save all that stuff. Do some terraforming again. I didn't really get to it, because I didn't want to do over here, but I think I'm going to try to best do this corner down here, so. I'm going to save. Oh, okay. I will take a look. See if we need to change anything. I don't think we do. Oh, I see what you're saying. Yep. Actually, yeah, we could probably get away with that. Maybe not.
Everyone's the worst. I only got myself. I don't need any help. Already been through hell. I know that you could tell. I only need a chance. I only need a plan.
Actually,
All in and I'll do it 'cause I can. Feel like you're falling. Catch yourself with my hand. I'll pull you back up till your feet feel the land. These words, the verse, it hurts. I work, rehearse, I purge the curse. These words immerse my nerves. I slur, reverse, then work, reverse. Now I talk with intent. I talk to defend. I talk to the world and I meant what I said.
ta-da! It actually worked. But we did that after a save, so let's save. Alright, and I need to put that road down. No, terraform first, right? No, where am I? It's gonna be difficult. Because there really is no one spot to grab that from, so let's see. Just gonna start here. See what this looks like. Okay. I was just gonna say, you're not gonna do the same thing though. So some of you might need to be smoothed out. I do find, like, this is where it's like, I'm not a terrain or a tooltips expert, but one thing that I do find is if you try to follow the contours of the line, it does make things just a little bit easier. It could, and I think the only reason is because we don't have anything built off of it yet. I think if we'd kind of done some other stuff with the area, then that might have been a little bit more tricky. I think that would have been a little bit more tricky. Because at least when you stay in the slope that you want, it'll level it out to that point. And then from that, you can always soften, move, and do a little dance with whatever you kind of need to. In some instances, I really don't give a gosh darn if it's too perfectly flat. If I can put it politely, is like. Because sometimes I do feel that a little bit of the bumpiness adds to the character when the housing just comes in. So, personal opinion. So if you have otherwise, that's fine. Or if you don't like it, okay. I get it, but just a little bit of thought process on why I'm kind of trying to do it this way. It's always tricky when you get up next to the roads too. Oops. Oop, that's what I did. I'll bring it to you. I'm not worried about this because I'm gonna actually. I think that's. Yeah, you know what? Let's bring that right up to it. And then what I'm gonna do. Sure, 16 sounds fine. And I'm actually gonna take the intensity on a crap ton, and I'm gonna try to. That's too much. Yeah. I just want to do it ever so slightly. This is where my tunnel's gonna come out, so I want a nice sort of equal kind of. I want to say equilibrium, but I don't know if that's actually the right word to use there. So. Right now I need to bring my strength back up. And I think I'm gonna actually stop that there. Hey, I did it! Because I think my ore ends right here. I think, if I'm reading the terrain correctly. Yes. But we can definitely fix that. I don't want it to come right up to here, because I think that would be pointless, so... See, I can't even get rid of the fertile land either? That's weird. Alright, well, I'm just gonna... Wait, can I do that? Alright. I'm just gonna ignore that. Don't see anything. Find the extra terrain tools brush. Yeah, I'm not sure which one I have right now. If I even have, or, well, whichever one that one is. It's probably the, I think it's the extra terrain tools? I'm trying to think. Actually, excuse me. What is it? Extra landscaping tools. That is exactly what it is. I think I was doing the medium, right? Or median underneath. Isn't that what that was? Oh, I see. You said terrain before, gotcha. Yeah, I think there is a difference, though. Yeah, I think there is a difference. Sexy. Sexy. Oh. Alright, so you... Let's bring you at least down to... Let's see. Is that gonna... Here is one way that I cheat with the terrain. I absolutely love it. Boop. Just match it up to the road that you had before. And then come in behind with the smooth tool. Kind of like this. See if I can get it to work. So this is where I want the road to end up being. What we'll do is kind of go like this so we get my zoning nice and pretty. But you notice it's kind of doing some funky schnunkies. So we'll go ahead and grab the schmooth. And then just so ever carefully. Except for mostly where the road is there. Because that will lift the terrain up. The only other way to get around that is to lift all of this up. And I'm not going to worry about that right now. Because the road isn't going to come to here. I just more or less want flat up to a certain point. Because I think that the small road would be 2 of these. So it should be close enough. And that's where it's like some people will bust out the, you know, little ruler thing. Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, okay, yeah, I get what you're saying. It was the one that you meant, but yeah, there is another one. Alright, I got you, yeah. We good, man, we good. Yeah, I think when I was first dealing with the... Like, when I first downloaded a whole bunch of them, I think I grabbed the wrong one. And then I think I ended up grabbing this one, because I didn't like that last one. It looks like we're going to have to do a little bit more. apparently I got a little excited, so. Now this is where it's like I wish I could get slope a little bit better, and then just have that go naturally, but that's where I usually screw up my land formatary duties, and I just leave it at that, so. And do I have the district? Ooh, I actually do. Look at me go. No! Paint it. It is, for sure. It's honestly, it's really one that I do struggle with. And I've sat down and tried. Putting slopes in is not... I'll put it this way. I could put a slope in your backyard easier than I could do it in this video game right now. That sounds completely asinine and ironic, but I can. I'm not professional, but I have done landscaping in real life, so. Bit of a jack of all trades, kind of master of none. Oh, no, that's what I want. I'm like, wait, what are we doing? I want to paint you so we can fill out that just a little bit more. At least the zone looks filled. Like I said, I'm not going to go. Just want enough to get some more kind of buildings and stuff. I don't want it to grow too big, but yeah. Some of like, okay, here's an example of another mod that can have plenty of things that work with it. This is going to show up. Roads United has some that work with it. Which is the other one? Is it Network Extensions that has more things that you have to go with it, or I think it might be I think it might just be the roads that I'm thinking about with the so you have road signs you can add. You can have different parts of the world, and then there's the core different roads, so what they look like, the Germans and things like that. Like, downloaded a whole bunch of those, and I'm just like, wait a minute, do I even need all of these? I guess if you're doing a European city, that might work, but yeah. So I should have American headlights, so it's at least a bit of a North American feel to the city, but mods are definitely confusing. You. You. There's a tunnel or a bridge in the future here. Wait, how are you even wonky? Oh. Okay. You. Oh, man, shift. There we go. Ooh, okay, no. Yeah. Yeah. I knew that hill was there somewhere. Alright, so I guess this will be our little area. Has been defined. And 20 by you. And then this way there's not a quick intersection off of that. Okay. That just bugs the crap out of me. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna leave this open. Because we got some big buildings eventually coming. So, gonna need space. I need to use the washroom. One thing we haven't done with the city yet, though. It's not very big enough, but I'm gonna do a digital tour, I guess. We'll go with the free camera or whatever. No, cinematic camera, that's what I'm trying to say. I'll pop into that. Just gonna take a quick break here. And just use the washroom, and I'll be right back, you guys. I'm gonna grab myself a bevy. If you need to stretch and do the same, I won't be long. Comfy chair. Oh, appreciate it there, Rox. Welcome to the insane asylum.
I know I'm a fighter. Deep down, I know my desires. Everybody thinks that I'm just a liar. They don't know what I got inside.
I like the cinematic view. I'm not gonna lie. I wish you had a little bit better control of it, but I definitely like how it sort of just scrolls by all cinematic movie-like. Yes, I know that implies the name. I love seeing all those lanes and the lane connections that go to actual lanes. Two lanes to turn in either direction. Ooh, there's actually lots of people using that path. Awesome. Alright. Okay, let's say, if you go to something disgusting, then I'm done. So we need how many more jobs? We're probably gonna need... This is gonna stay here until I unlock the big hill-eating dude, and then I'm gonna try to make it look like it's kind of carving away at this hill, which is sort of why I left this hill and why I don't want to do too much down in this direction, and why I've kind of decided to come on over here. So I do sort of have an idea of what the area will eventually look like, but as for right now, just kind of slapping stuff in there to meet our requirements. So you produce a lot of jobs, don't you? Yes, and pollution. But give me 60 jobs. How many was I short? Oh, okay. I'm not actually that far off. Never mind then. Let's just go with... Yeah, you know what? It's not like it's gonna hurt anything. Let's put another glass thing on the other side here. Can we get it? Too much, eh? That might be tough. We could maybe do this, but like I said, I kind of wanted to have some sort of buffer between here. So I'm gonna try not to go past here. Now, did that create an unnecessary node in my road? Yes, it did. Alright then. We'll just put it back. And maybe come down. Let's see. Still want to go here, but if I go that. That's 3.
Yeah. I take a cold hard look at the world now. Hold my hand out. Got a plan now.
How big is that?
Here I stand now. Take my hand now. No pain, no gain, no shame. Work hard, play hard. Okay, I think I get it now.
So I'd like to see if I can angle it into that corner. Did you miss anything important? No. I just thanked you for joining the Insane Asylum. And I've been trying to figure out, like I said, I want to leave a buffer here. So I was thinking, well, just slap this here, but no, that noise and the radius and everything, that would totally affect what I want on the other side. So this quite literally is the dead zone for this section of ore industry. But then I was looking at it and I'm like, how can I get this kind of parallel to the wonky Roxy Highway? And yeah, so that's where I sit right now, trying to figure out what kind of dumpster dive angle I need to hit. Shut up. I like that. Plop it down, the rock, boom, level 3. Put some more in there. I just got to level 3 though. It's alright though. I love this. No residential demand, so you don't actually have to build new districts, none of that stuff. Just give your people some jobs and then have some fun. So we got the seabed mining vessel, the electronics factory, rotary kiln, and we got the medium ore mine. So I might even upgrade some of these. We'll see. You want power, do you? Well, I tell you what. There you go. Happy? You're piped, right? Oh, ho, ho. 45-degree intersection. What kind of voodoo mod is that? It's not voodoo mod, actually. That's game angle. I just did the line to that and then did it down. See, Chirper's on too. So it's like you can do some pretty crazy angles without actually having to use. No, I mean the solar. Oh. Shh. Now we can actually just maybe run path along here. Because one thing we haven't done yet is a cargo station. I haven't even thought about that till like literally just this second. Oh no, it actually generates power. Power output, 4 megawatts. That's what I was saying earlier. When you said that four-lane road is just the best. These modular solar panels are awesome. Put it wherever you want. It grabs the power. It's so non-intrusive, and honestly, every time you put it down, you get a little bit of extra power. Not much, but yeah. Hell, I like running my poop things. I didn't do it, but I usually like to run this stuff off of just like a few of the solar panels. Let's see. If I can find. Actually, where the heck would I show you that? Ooh. There's an assets list on my YouTube page. That's like, well, I'm trying to figure out like the best way to find a Steam link, but it's always a pain in the butt. Let's see, yeah. On the bottom of my cities video has the list of the mods and assets. You should be able to find it in there. Or you can just type in solar panel, because it should come up when you do that. And it's like the 4x4, sorry, a 1x1, which will just give you a single one, the 4x4, or well, 2x2, and then the 4x4. 16, 4, and 1. I think I'm gonna do a path behind there. And we gotta think about public transportation too.
If you want something like fame, then go do something okay. But fuck all the money and fame. That shit is so overplayed. I know I'm deep in the game, but I'ma keep doing my thing.
It's funny because I don't see. I'm definitely not bringing the cargo down here. I could definitely see it like maybe here. It's definitely gonna have to be 2 to service both industries, I think. That's probably gonna take more than an hour though. So let's just work on the forestry industry a little bit more, I suppose. So annoying sometimes. I guess I could upgrade you. I don't need a nubbin. Don't need your nubbin. I think so. I don't know where I would be without them. Honestly, they're like one of my favorite assets to use. What? So you didn't work? Or did you go over one to odd? Well, now I'm just disappointed. F's in chat for the stop it. For the general store. Because apparently the building's out into the road. Like, it's like it's under construction. Just don't come down this section of the road, please. Now to move it, we're gonna lose the there we go. Oh, I didn't lose it? What? Is it because I have it set to historical? Oh no, that just looks too perfect. It's almost like it's supposed to be there. I mean, we know it's not, because what kind of... Oh. Well, there goes that bubble. Popped. F's in chat. Alright, so forestry. What do I have in here? You, sawmill. Ooh, are you gonna come back? Are you gonna come back? Maybe? Maybe? Drugstore. I think I'll let that building change. Okay, so sawmill. Sawmill. See what, 3 sawmills? You, log yard, so I need... Probably the biomass pellets. Now this one pollutes. So for your forestry industry, a lot of it that doesn't, or a lot of it doesn't, but some of it does. Biomass pellet like this one does. So if we already have it, we'll kind of try to keep all that stuff together. So I guess we'll do... I don't know if I want to do it right on that road. Although it will kind of butt right up into that. So that might actually... I think that looks okay. What are you at? We need 550, we got 478. Okay, so what am I not? So we got you and you. Could probably put down a couple more tree-link things. That would be... Drugstore with burger ad. Yes, I see the irony. I see the burger joint. Are you insinuating something? Because you would be in the right place for that type of insinuation. Oh, snap. Did I get that? Please tell me I don't have to move that. Woohoo! So we're gonna road you. 4-lane, yes sir. And you. How big is those sapling thingies? Excuse me. This that didn't come out forcefully. I had a path there, right? Yeah. Okay. You. You. Come on. Come on. There you go. Good pathing. Good pathing. Alright, that should put you. Nope, not yet. Alright. You know what? I'm gonna put another sawmill. I think that'll create enough jobs. What's that? 46. 518. Yes. Because I can maths, and that tells me that it's enough. Boom. And we only lost a couple hundred people in the entire time it's taken me to do the industry. Because it's more or less all I've done the entire stream is this industry section. Filled that out. Did that troubleshooting, and then added just a little bit of zoning, I think. We are probably going to need to do something here. And this will all eventually be a giant forestry industry. So the housing will probably be somewhere out here. But I probably want to wait until I have, I think, one more tile. And I don't think I get that until when? 7,000. So we'll push for that, because I think that's also when we get high density too, right? Oh, that's... Okay, that's not what I was insinuating. But alright, fair enough. I love how sometimes you can go in one direction and someone can go in another direction, and it's still technically related to the same thing. What the heck? Oh, okay. Something was on fire. I'm like, what the heck? Why are your trees dead? I hope that comes back. I don't remember. Yeah, what is this? An Imperial Jedi stream? Come on. How is my fire? So a little bit out there, and yeah, I love how I've gotten both of those to level 3 and just like, must not put any fire safety out there or medical. Who the hell needs it? Alright, you. Little irony, let's put them right next to each other. Or no, you know what? I think you probably want, I don't want to bulldoze it. So you probably want police. You... Actually, let's put a big one out here. Fire Department 17. And next to Fire Department... Ooh, I need 7,000 for the Fire Watch Tower? Okay, so you probably want police? Police, no? So you want fire, but that didn't actually help you. So, alright. That seems a little redundant, but alright. If the big one can't take it, we'll send in the little guy. Well, that guy just places way too many trees. Like, I love trees, don't get me wrong, but trees burn, guys. And quite easily in this game, if you haven't noticed. Sorry if you noticed the mic smack there. Very, very easily. So you are highway that I'm probably going to bring to probably here. Let's see. You know what? Let's actually... Three lane. And there we go. Same thing with you. Oops. Turn you around. Now, oh no, I don't want the speed to. I don't want the speed to slow down right away. So we'll do a couple. Do a couple nodes of. Yeah, and with disasters off and weather on, forests they'll get hit with lightning. Yep. Although I've watched the lightning like actually crack something, and no fire gets started. So I wonder. All right, let's see. All right, let's bring it out 20. Do I don't have guidelines on? Nope. There we go. You bugger. Thank you. Okay. So now I'm going to take my 3-lane one-way road and decrease my speed into a roundabout. I'm on Frozen Shire map right now. The forest always catches fire from storms, and I never play with disasters on. The only reason I turned it on, I don't know if you were... That was definitely a Jedi conversation. Because he was working on his vanilla series. He had YouTube... He had the radio towers. I was trying to find them in the workshop for like a mod because I wanted to put it in Snowtopia, but I couldn't find any. And he's like, "Oh, it's just it's in your DLC." It's like, you mean the one that I don't use because the last time I had it on, it destroyed my city when I thought it was off? It's doing an offline city, literally. I had it on, but I clicked the little thing to turn the disasters off, and then the next thing I know, this twister like literally goes right through the center, and I'm like, how did that happen? So I go back and look, and yeah, the intensity was, I guess, all the way up, and I'm like, my mind just broke, because it's like, well, if it's off, what does the intensity matter? It's off. If I'm rocking you full intensity, but I'm not turned on, how do you know I'm rocking you at full intensity? Just say it. So I just thought that strange. But then again, I find many things strange. Small heavy? Yes. Where is that road? So you are gonna just drop off a cliff, apparently? Ooh. No, I wanted to address this residential issue. Probably only gonna go for like another hour. Can I get away with that though? Actually, I think maybe I can. It doesn't look too bad. It means I'll have to redo this, but whatever. Ah, you. Oop. I almost... no, wait. Let's get a decent picture. There we go. Almost try to do a whole bunch of terraforming before I save. Oh, that would have been just a headache. Oh. Yep, I do. I'm not sure what it was. It hasn't happened since I turned the thing all the way down, but yeah. I didn't think it was cool. Now, the only thing that I can think of is that the game generated it before I turned it off, and it ran out the cycle. Excuse me. So the only thing I can think of with that.